I am back. Sorry, I was. But also, I mean, can't beat them. Join, dude. Number one,
5.56
disturbing,
billion people are internet
boring,
users. Over the course of 24 hours, more than 2.5 quintillion bytes of
boring.
data are uploaded. It's no shock that in this plethora of data, some terrifying things are shared. Usually, these uploads are removed or sorted into the correct categories. But what happens to the things that no one can quite figure out? What happens to the disturbing mysteries that no one has an answer to? Today, lady and man, we are going through some of the internet's most disturbing
Man,
mysteries. And a quick warning now,
check.
some of these are pretty grim.
Spooky.
In the early 2000s, footage surfaced of a man exploring the catacombs under Paris. For those of you who don't know, in the late 18th century, health problems started to arise due to the overfilling of cemeteries in Paris. The solution was to create an elaborate series of tunnels under the city to fill with human remains. Over 6 million bodies were discarded.
Yeah, so is it spooky or did they just have nowhere to, and cremation wasn't a thing?
In these
Is it
catacombs.
spooky
The origins
or
of
is
this
it
tape are murky, but the most widely circulated story is that it was discovered by a
galaxy
group
brain?
of explorers during an expedition into the forbidden areas of the catacombs. The tape allegedly shows the final moments of a man's descent into the depth of the labyrinth before he vanishes without a trace. The video itself is
Into
grainy and low
madness.
quality. It begins innocently enough with the man filming the catacombs around him. He's alone, and there's no sound except for his breathing and the crunch of gravel
Crazy.
underneath his feet. He walks through narrow passageways, pausing to film the walls lined with bones and skulls. As the footage progresses, you can tell that something is wrong. The man's breathing becomes heavier, his steps more hurried. He seems lost, turning down passageways at random, and the sense of disorientation becomes palpable. At one point, strange markings appear on the wall, cryptic symbols that some believe
All
are
right, hold
letters.
on though. I do think a lot of people vandalize and stuff, and maybe there's people down in the catacombs. Spooky though. I mean, I do think the surroundification words of just like popping up, you're just having like 1,000,000,000 dead bodies or skulls in the catacombs. I mean, spooky vibes. That might off-put you. That's why it's like if you do have that belief, it's like clutching on to that rosary and being like, demons be gone. Like that does help, you know? Because I do think a psychosis takes over for the people in the catacombs, and then they're like spooky ghosts. But then it's like maybe there is no ghost, but then the fact that there's so much of those skeletons or whatever freaks them out, makes them think there's, I don't
By
know.
other explorers or even by ancient
Just
unknown
I
inhabitants of
believe
the
in ghosts,
tunnels.
just
And then something changes. The man begins
like you would feel it instantly right when you walk in. Like there's way too many, like for you to go down there and not see a ghost, almost unheard of because there's so many ghosts down there, right?
to panic. He starts running, the camera swinging wildly as he stumbles through this maze. His
Like he's
breathing becomes
bumping
erratic and the
between
sound of his
ghosts, no?
footsteps echo louder. It's
He's
as
like,
if
oh
he's being
sorry.
chased or perhaps he's fleeing from something unseen. The camera captures
Is
brief,
this found
fleeting
footage?
images of the walls, the floor and the bones before finally falling to the ground. The footage ends with the camera pointing at the ceiling, recording nothing but silence and darkness.
That looks like the wall, not the ceiling. I feel it though.
And that's it. The
Like
man
that
was never
that side would be
identified
the
and his body
ceiling.
was never found. The video circulated the internet for many years, but to this
Hand
day,
cam?
no one has any more
Hand cam,
backstory
face
behind
cam?
the video. Who was this man? Did he survive? Or did he just become another corpse in the
And you're
tunnel
like, did
below
you? I'm
Paris?
like, let
There's
me.
only really two explanations to his behavior. One, he either had a panic attack due to claustrophobia and couldn't control his panic, causing him to get lost and run. Or two, he wasn't alone.
Dun dun dun.
At first glance, Galdrux.com seems simple, almost underwhelming.
That was it for the last one? That was, I guess it was. The catacombs. Who am I? There's just what if it wasn't even like a disturbing, horrific internet mysteries? He just like spirals in the middle of the video, and he's just like, actually, guys, who the fuck am I? Guys, I forgot who I was. Guys, Joe Biden? Who am I? How do I walk upstairs? Dude, I mean, what do you think it is actually? It's probably going to be like a, oh, who really am I.com. Ooh, it's a .com spooky website. Oh, what's this one called again? Galcom? Galcom. There is no reality, only chaos. Okay, then reality is chaos, right? If you build a building, you're going to be killing ants. You know what I'm saying? Now, what if billionaires look at us as ants? Now we got to take care of everyone matters. Every animal is God's gift. At least two of them. Bring two of them if you're gonna. I'm joking. Through chaos, energy becomes will. Through will, truth becomes illusion. Through illusion, matter becomes thought. Thought, we become God. Oh, through thought. I thought that said thought twice. Galderux shall lead us to chaos. I don't like that. I do think that if it wasn't for me fucking up with my ex, I wouldn't have the knowledge of trying to be like, I don't know. If you look at the wholesome ass gameplay, dude, we be playing games, but we make sure it's wholesome. Hitman, technically we're just killing people for money, and then at some point we go after the agency, and the agency where the people is supposed to be paid. I think he just does it for free, like like he doesn't even get paid actually. But we're doing it to save Victoria. She was kidnapped. So it's like because Agent 47 had the chaos happen to him, it changed his reality and it became Will. He fought against the agency. Now, it could be taken into that. But I don't think so. Like there's a lot of that's why it's like maybe reading, knowledge, learning. It's like I should be able to learn from not fucking up, if that makes sense. As humans, we have progressed far enough that like think about this. AI super spooky smart. Super spooky smart. It fails 1 million times, and then on that 1 millionth, maybe 900,000 billionth, it does it correctly. And then all AI does is just speed run the 400 billion fails. It's like, hey, brother, that's not fair. You're still failing. Take accountability for your failures. And then AI is like, no, you'll never see the failures. Yeah, but then if you watch any progressional video game with AI, it's like it does have that progressional learning. And it's like, isn't that something to learn from? We should not, I like for me, if I was able to learn without failing, I think that'll, ooh, new evolutionary. I'm gonna play guitar first time perfectly. No, I
The
don't know.
first web page greets you, featuring little
Yeah,
more
but then what? Chaos? I get smacked with the guitar until I learn how to play?
than a cryptic symbol and a few lines of text. It's the kind of site you might stumble upon and immediately dismiss as a strange art project or a forbidden relic from
Strange.
the early internet age. But then you notice the eye. Clicking it is like opening a door to another
What? There
world.
is more. Gurux. This guy's not reading it, I think, so we'll read it. Gurux is the first multiverse. Multiversal cult of the planet. When did this come out? Yeah, because they had multiverse theories maybe forever, but I mean, who was preaching it back in like 2008, you know? We are the hurdles of the new era of weird and bizarre cults. They'll take over the world in years to come. Boring. Yeah, dude, you know what you want to know what's a cool cult? Almost the the psychosis of just believing in the opposite. If someone tells you something, just always question it. Just be like, I don't believe it. They're like, yeah, there's drones. I'm like, the Chinese. Yeah, you think it's aliens, bro? How come they would use drones? Again, this was my argument for every single thing that's ever alien. I'm like, wouldn't they just be fourth dimensionally traveling? Or like, do you think they would send a mushroom to our planet as some sort of communication device, wait for us to eat it, communicate telepathically beyond space? We're communicating with fourth dimensional DMT elves through a mushroom. Or maybe something else. I don't know. My point is, why would they use any technological ship? And if it is, it's probably no bueno because I'm like, why haven't you guys done drugs yet. You guys don't have alien drugs? Oh my God. Like, what if they got here looking for space drugs? What do we got, dude? Weed? We need to bring back MK Ultra acid experiments. Just the acid part. Come on. Oh wait, hold on. Let's reread this. We'll take over this reality with our new form of spirituality. Nah, dude. That's why it's like I feel like in my life I hit the wall with spirituality so much that I'm like, nah, dude, I believe in Jesus. Swear to God. But like the one beyond the book. There was history that was actually occurred, and I would never be there to actually experience that history. So I have to have some trust. But I believe anything anyone says? Again, full circle back to that. No, but I do believe that something happened back then. And it was strong enough for them to write a book about it. I don't know, dude. That's why it's like I do crumble in front of God. If I, usually if I'm on Earth, I'm like, yeah, we all from Earth. Hey, we chilling, dude. Space aliens, spooky. But then God comes into it, dude. God beats aliens. Like if this is rock paper scissors, rock paper scissors, dude. God beats aliens. God would be like aliens. Do you guys got? Did I send a space Jesus? And then aliens would be like, you sent them Jesus, but not us. Aliens would be so confused, jealous, maybe. We will invade in mundane world, conjuring our multiversal projections. Dude, see, it's like, what if there is a multidimensional war? We'll defend against it. I'll be like, humanity? If we weren't so kind of goofy, we wouldn't have art and video games and people making memes. Yeah, I'll be like aliens, dude. What do you guys think about all day? And they're like, we know everything. We don't think about anything. And I'm like, what? You know? Sometimes I look at things and I still get hit with the reality of everything that we consume and look at is kind of made by humans. And I'm like, dude, memes echo chambering themselves into memes. The deep friedness of, okay, hold on. Let's get back to reading this so we could just hit play. Will invade the mundane. Oh, we already read that. Reality and fiction will become one and the same. Get the hell out of here, dude. I want a toaster that uh untoast bread. I want a reverse toaster. You can't do that. Put toast in there and then you get bread out. You can't do that. You could try. I was gonna go with like something that like breaks a plate and then fixes it. But then it's like that could be a thing. Something that untoasts bread? No, dude. Uncook an egg. You could probably unscramble an egg with like enough science, but uncook an egg. I don't think you can. We are currently seeking people. No, dude, go fuck yourself. Honestly, why would you oh, the text got smaller. They don't want me to read this. Create a network of multi what is this their plan? Establish a group of researchers to gather information. Oh no, dude. They're just data collectors. What do you Google? Sorry, I already sold myself to Apple. Apple boy, develop new AR and VR technology. Huh, when did this come out, dude? What the hell? This guy is not giving enough information about it, but like also I mean, we are just reacting to the video. This is transformative though, beyond transformativity. Study artificial intelligence and find ways to research. So it's like this is brand spanking new. I mean, they're pretty forward about this being new. But then you have to think about it. It's like then it's just a person wanting to start some sort of what I would consider an ARG, but then this seems like too almost not like schizophrenic, but like, it's a multiversal cult. So it's like, dude, all right, all right.
The site
Also, aliens, that's why it's like the whole like fucking jumping planet to planet. I think Pirate Software has a thing about it, but they would never, not even, maybe it's a satellite, but then it's like, oh, a satellite crash lands. Get the hell out of here. I feel like
transforms,
Roswell. I'm like, yeah, we had technology before that though.
revealing layer upon layer of bizarre context centered around something
I am an avatar of Guru Dukes. Fuck this guy, dude. Who is Garadux? Gura, Geralt, Glad, Galdurux. Galdurux. Oh my god,
called
that took
the
forever.
Cult of Galdrox.
Dude, one of my favorite things that I hope, like, these are, again, jokes for God. But like, I want some guy to maybe sober up and be like, "Oh fuck, I did all. Oh my God!" Like he's like married, has 3 kids. He goes to church and everything, and then he like remembers this time he did like a shit Reddit post or whatever, and he was like, "I am Galdorux." His wife is like, "What is that?" He's like, "Oh, it's just something I made in high school." And then people are like following it like it's a religion. He's like, Galdorux will rise one day. His wife is like, you should tell him that it's fake. He's like, nah, that's kind of
What
funny.
started as a simple
You
web
know?
page
It's like
suddenly
those
becomes an intricate
misunderstanding.
web of cryptic
Well, okay, maybe it's not though. It should be though. That would be even more. There's a lot of text. Listen, sometimes I text well. I like typing. I don't usually even do any good typey things.
symbols, strange illustrations, and unsettling declarations.
This video is for damage. Yes, quantum schizophrenia. What? Yes, quantum schizophrenia. Virus 23. Does it really damage? What do you mean by quantum schizophrenia virus 23? Yes, it can cause subtle damage, although not in the sense that you may, what? That you may be thinking, well, it's relative. This video is embedded with powerful memeplex. It says memeplex that I call virus 23. Oh, we should skip this then. Look, this video contains virus 23. Oh, which is a catalyst of, for quantum schizophrenia. God damn, dude. What is normal schizophrenia and then what is quantum? You know what I'm saying? And then aren't they one and the same? Like I swear to God, if you just called regular like imagine a quantum schizophrenic meeting a regular schizophrenic. What would the difference be? That's what I would want to know. An abominable state of mind which causes its carrier to become a node in the emerging noosphere of Galarodux. Wait, so this guy's just poisoning people with his fucking
The
you
site proclaims
witch.
Galdrox as the first
This guy's a witch. Or what if it's a warlock? Or a woman? That's what I was gonna say. What if a woman typed this?
multiversal cult of this planet,
Could
boasting
be.
about their supposed
It'll
plans
be
to
like
take
that.
over reality itself. Their message is clear.
No?
They are heralds of a new, strange era of bizarre
Oh, hold on, we were still reading it. Will I see reality different? Oh, so people are asking questions and then he's there answering it?
spirituality. They claim to conjure multiversal projections through Galdrox.
Multiversal projections. I'm like, okay, what kind of TV shows they got over there? Give me something over there that's not over here. And then some sort of technology that makes sense, that's reproducible or replicatable in humanity. You know? Like, are they washing dishes over there? What's their dishwasher look like? How does it work? Where does it go after? How do they clean their waters? Do they have different roofing? Because we can't drink rainwater because our roof contains like little small particles or whatever, like rubber and stuff. But then that's cancer carcinogenic? Cancerous. I don't know, dude. You drink rainwater though, it give you cancer because of your roof. But then it's like, what if they use different roofs? Aw.
Described as a gateway to the infinite multiverse of the mind. As you delve deeper into
Yeah, but that one doesn't count too with the roof thing because I came to that on Earth with human brain. That took no projecting to another reality to figure out.
this site, dictating strange terms like quantum.
There was
This
Elon
site
Musk right there. He was on the website. Hold on. Quantum schizophrenia, and then Elon Musk pops up.
that there is no cure. The visuals are just as unsettling. You're met with chaotic images,
Oh, right there, look. Oh my God, we missed it. He's at the very bottom. It's kind of badass, dude. Elon
cryptic
Musk?
symbols, and illustrations that seem to no one really knows what it.
Yeah, we don't support it. If you're my fan, you're against all cultisms. The only cult that you should be worried about is no cult. Spoonvirus.org. This guy has a spoon in his hand.
Mystery.
It's an unsolved mystery. This is a
The
.org.
mystery behind spoonvirus.org is a weird one, and it's sort of hard to explain. I think it's better if I just show you, but it is quite graphic, so I might need to censor the imagery. Okay,
what is it?
here we go.
Oh, just said please subscribe. That was badass, dude. What? You should have said
Kind
subscribe.
of Sigma male you are. These quizzes to enter your name in the quest designed to gauge your
What kind of Sigma male?
Targeted ads. Subtitles begin appearing at the bottom of the screen. At first, they're subtle, aware of your presence, almost as if someone or something within the quiz is speaking directly to you. And then the questions shift. They're no longer simple personality quiz questions. They start probing deeper, becoming unsettlingly personal and at times downright disturbing. Meanwhile, the subtitles grow more desperate. It becomes clear that whatever is speaking to you doesn't want to be part of this experience. It seems trapped, longing to escape its digital dubbing, and the subtitles are
It's like it doesn't want to know or like be asking the questions because this is just like a questionnaire thing, and then the robot asking the questions is like, "Get me out of here."
frantic. It seems the subtitle no definitive unsettled YouTube video.
Movies.
In June of
that what it said?
2011, a YouTube video titled 2003008 appeared online, uploaded by a user named O Thomas No. It wasn't until years later that it started gaining traction in the internet mystery community. The video began innocently enough. Thomas, the creator, introduces himself to the camera.
Thomas here on the campus of Illinois Tech, Chicago. Okay, whatever, I'm so gay.
Explaining the location and setting the stage for what seems to be a harmless vlog.
What?
So gay. Illinois Tech, Chicago.
Thomas, Illinois Tech, Chicago.
Thomas here on the campus of Illinois
Okay,
Tech,
whatever.
Chicago. Okay, whatever, I'm so gay.
Explaining the location and setting the stage for what seems to
This
be
guy's
a
even-
harmless vlog. And then without warning, the video cuts to something far
That was the
darker.
best funny.
This is Crystal, the girl I visited. This is from within an hour or so of me meeting her. Crystal wasn't immediately putting out, so I got a bit rough with her. I set up the camera, threw her on the bed, and went at it.
Thomas is shown with a young woman, someone he refers to as Crystal. At first, it's unclear what their relationship is or what's about to happen. It's weird, but can easily be dismissed as a joke. But then the video cuts, and it shows Thomas her wrist and sucking her. I obviously can't show this on YouTube, so I'm going to blur it and you can use your imagination. Crystal.
Definition of that, but that seemed to be about the only on camera for $250.
The video caused an immediate stir. Was it real? Was it a sick joke? His twisted fantasies or staged? Thomas was using YouTube to document a deeply troubled from the but no. Where a boy allegedly abducted in a dedicated to unraveling.
That one took the biggest turn. He likes. So he her wrist and then drank her blood. What the hell? And then it was the same. This has to be fake. That has to be fake. Oh my gosh.
WhereIsEddie.com is a website dedicated to unraveling the story of Eddie Loper, a boy allegedly abducted in a government-sanctioned plot orchestrated by his mother. According to the site, Eddie's father, Scott Loper, claims that the Canadian authorities aided Eddie's mother in taking him away, cutting Scott out of his son's life. The story Scott tells is a strange and winding one. He alleges that he uncovered evidence of corruption within the Durham Regional Police Service in Ontario, Canada. In retaliation, Scott claims he was arrested under the guise of violating a restraining order, which he says was simply a cover-up. What follows is a tale of alleged torture and manipulation. Scott claims he was held in the Whitby jail when he endured nearly a year of abuse. According to him, they coerced him into pleading guilty to charges he insists were fabricated. Scott's imprisonment set off a chain of events that would change his life forever. His wife, Carolyn, filed for divorce and was granted full custody of their son in a closed hearing that Scott says he was never informed about. Even stranger, he alleges that 11 pages of court documents from the custody proceedings were deleted and subsequently sealed. The website paints Caroline as a villain, portraying her as someone who manipulated the system to take Eddie away. But the more you dig into the story, the stranger it becomes. Scott has been linked to other bizarre internet mysteries, including one involving a Facebook page featuring a poorly photoshopped image of a woman named Tammy. At the time, theories circulated that Tammy was being held against her will or was possibly deceased. When the mystery was eventually solved, it revealed that Tammy actually had a striking resemblance to Scott's ex-wife. Some have speculated that Scott is a habitual attention seeker, obsessed with his ex-wife and the idea that she conspired against him. Others believe that there was some truth to his claims, but the full story is more complicated than Scott lets on. The website is still active and regularly updated by individuals claiming to be Scott's friends. But whether the story is one of corruption, obsession, or a mix of both, the mystery remains. What really happened to Eddie Loper? And is there truth behind Scott's story?
Oh, watch this one. That's so funny, though.